All right, boys. This is where it matters the most. I think first things first. We were all in agreement
Wait, are we going over just like overall, or just
overall.
like power and stuff? Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming that's just regular Super Saiyan. Right
Yeah,
there.
just regular Super Saiyan.
Say A. Sets
That
the base.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Any
Mhm.
objections?
No.
All right, all right.
Iconic.
Yeah. Now this is Super
That's
I want to
Vegeta.
be a
yeah.
Super Saiyan. I want.
I'd say C tier,
Yeah, honestly, and then we got
I
Super
hate that.
Trunks.
bro. I thought
Hated
Super
that.
Trunks was dope at first, but I mean, I don't know. It's just super cool to see him like freak out and to see his pupils disappear. I thought it was like a C tier, but
I think either D or F.
B.
F is like truly just one of the worst. But yeah, D tier I think is fair. Super Saiyan 2,
2, I think. S.
A.
I'm thinking
A?
B, because this is overall. This isn't just on any individual
Oh,
character. Super Saiyan
I was gonna
2,
cut in
Okay.
and say one thing. I know who Trunks is, but when I heard the word Super Trunks, just like imagine a pair of shorts just glowing, like super, like with all the aura and stuff.
Real.
bruh.
Yeah,
Uh,
Super Saiyan 3.
oh,
See, me personally, I've never been a huge fan of Super Saiyan 3. Like, it's cool, it's whatever. It's just kind of there.
Wait.
I'd say like
I'm gonna keep it real. They killed that form in the show and the manga, but it is so underrated.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd say that's an easy B tier
I
at bare
think so.
minimum.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can all agree at B tier. Ozaru though, like back on the thing, Ozaru, I think it gets a little bit
Mid.
more hate than it needs. I'm thinking B tier.
C.
C tier, really?
Yeah.
Golden
I mean-
Ozaru F, but
Yeah, for real. I think the regular Ozaru. I mean, obviously he gets like surpassed later in the series, but I think are we just counting like just Z from then on, or are we
in general, this is just
just in
like
general?
OG Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, then I
NEV.
think Ozaru would be either C or B tier
Yeah, that's
because it had a pretty big plot point in Dragon Ball, like the original, just because of Goku, killing his grandpa and everything, and then he Raditz, Nappa, and Vegeta, or only Vegeta turning into an Ozaru, shows up. You know what I'm saying? But after that, we never really see it.
mm-hmm.
So, well, I mean, unless you count Broly in his Ozaru state,
That's
but
another
that's
thing
still
here.
not really,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm thinking because it gets overshadowed by everything else. At the same time, B tier in OG Dragon Ball, this is like a huge kind of a thing for it, and even in early Dragon Ball Z, this is like a huge kind of a transformation, or like pun kind of intended, but like narratively, it's really something that makes a lot of sense for the Saiyans. At the same time, compared to all the other transformations, I don't know how well it stacks up. Personally, I would say B tier. Because with these, you may notice like they have great moments, but overall the forms themselves aren't necessarily the coolest forms, even though I personally like Super Saiyan
Are we
3's
counting
design.
efficiency and everything too?
We
Because
might
if we're
as
doing that, it can get a lot more hairy.
yeah, efficiency we might consider it for certain things, but I don't know. Like that would have to be very, very
So are we
specific.
just kind of going off of like moments in the story and plotting, like
I would
impacting
say
the plot and like aesthetic and stuff like that?
it's a very loose thing. It's very loose because overall, because again, these are some of the worst. Both in efficiency and just in general. But like in efficiency, really great early on, but like goes down to F tier really quickly.
Yeah.
I
So
don't think
What is
no
that one supposed to
efficiency.
be?
That's
Yeah,
right. Only you guys would know about that.
yeah. Super Saiyan God. Yeah.
I thought
I'm
that
thinking
would
D.
be definitely like around D tier. I like the
They
D
use
tier
it
at
once.
first, but it
Yeah.
gets overshadowed so fast. And like in the movie, I thought the form looked amazing, but that was just in the movie. So
Yeah.
Blue, I think, is A.
Blue.
And there's a
A?
reason because I think I'm gonna skip forward a little bit here. I think Blue Kaioken is slightly cooler, and I'd put that one.
I think Blue Kaioken would be A. I think
I
Blue
think-
regular would be B.
Yeah.
For
To
sure.
me, this doesn't count as a transformation though. I'd almost make a whole nother thing for no
It's like a
transformation.
transformation plus a technique.
Yeah. So.
So
But it looks cool. So
no, yeah,
Yeah.
it looks cool as fudge, bro.
Yeah. I'd
hey,
put
man, Bud looks sick.
Super Saiyan Blue at B.
Okay, let's get one thing straight right now. Is Kaioken a technique or a transformation?
I'd say it's a
Kaioken's a
technique.
technique.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
I remember
exactly
it
what I
being
was thinking
technique.
because I don't know why it's on the list.
Hold on. Let's.
I mean, kinda like in between in a sense.
Because I mean, Ultra
I
Instinct
don't
is a
think it needs a whole
technique.
row. I
Yeah.
think you just put
technically.
Kaioken at D because nobody cares about it.
I was thinking
No,
C.
bro. Yeah,
'Cause here's the
okay,
thing.
C, yeah,
You'll see
it's
later
really
on.
generous. Question
Yeah.
for Blue: has he beaten many? Like, how many opponents has he beaten in his Blue form?
Not
One
many.
Golden Frieza.
Golden Frieza and Bergamo.
Yeah,
Krillin.
Gohan.
There's
yeah.
That
there's a
was
few in the
hard, though.
tournament. Well, actually, technically, him and I think Vegeta both used it to beat the whole trio of dangers in the tournament of power. So,
Yeah.
True.
Mhm.
Okay. I wouldn't
but
say
it's
that.
definitely just Super Saiyan colored blue.
Yeah, it's got its own specific uses, which
As
they try to
Frieza
give it.
said, Super Saiyan with blue hair dye.
Super Saiyan's right there.
Mhm.
And there have been many people that have replicated Super Saiyan specifically. So,
Yeah, I'd almost
And-
argue S tier, but
I would
I
almost
could
argue S
argue
tier.
that too.
mhm,
I
I'd
wouldn't be
almost
mad
argue
at
S
S
tier
tier
as
here.
well.
Go with that.
mhm. Now, another interesting
Oh,
one.
bro, I need you to
How-
put that at least in the A tier, bro.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Yeah.
legendary
Yeah,
Super
Transformation
Saiyan.
itself, and then the beatings that he dishes out on those guys, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, bro.
it's something specific to Broly. You don't give it to anyone else. And with how it's done, oh my goodness, it's so good.
They make him
Bro.
terrifying.
Yeah,
When he blows up, pretty much, and like when he's like walking towards Goku or whoever, right? He blows up, and then energy starts spurting from his eyes and his mouth, and his mouth rips apart as his muscles enlarge, bro. Bro,
oh,
Fake
Another-
Super Saiyan.
another hot take. I think it's
I was
either
just saying,
A or
I don't
B.
know.
I'm
honestly,
gonna go with a B because I
It feels weird.
it is weird. I think it's super
is
cool
it?
though. It's
I thought it was
before
really
Super
dope.
Saiyan was created, they did this to kind of like allude to it. It's because the manga chapter wasn't released, or at least
they
it
put in
wasn't
the Slug movie, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the Slug movie. It's Super Saiyan, but not Super Saiyan.
Don't they
False
call it
Super
like
Saiyan.
I called it fake Super Saiyan, but I think it's called false Super Saiyan.
Yeah. And then there's also Super Saiyan Power, which is similar, but we're not going to talk about that.
Ooh, Ultra Instinct
He's-
I think-
Omen.
I think
Some
Saiyan has
people
one of
argue
the
that that
best
is
scenes.
better than Mastered Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all-
I think I'd say that.
I'll
Consider
explain.
Will was, yeah.
I think I'll explain if I do this. The reason why I think this visually is cooler, but this, with the way that Ultra Instinct is made, it's supposed to be kind of like the mastery of like chakra sort of a thing, and the white color being like sort of, if I remember, it's supposed to be like the basic kind of color, and it being the mastery of it. I feel like that makes sense.
I would have to agree. I think Mastered Ultra Instinct is not only visually pleasing, but the transformation was super dope. Or sorry,
Yeah.
I guess transformation technique, whatever you want. But I think it's way more aesthetically pleasing. And I think just because there was a different animator on that episode, or those episodes with the Master Ultra Instinct fights and stuff like that, I'd have to put it around S tier.
And I will also say that Omen definitely still deserves A, because like when we initially got that transformation, like it was very subtle,
Mhm.
but it left a deep impact on a lot of people, I think.
Mhm.
When he shakes the infinite void with his key.
Like this
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
go away. I'm not gonna like it for this one because this
Okay.
is like a transformation mode.
I want to put it
Put that
S
up
tier,
there.
to be
I wanna
honest.
put it
all the way up there, bro.
Yeah,
Literally the
I
best looking
think-
one.
It is the perfect evil Super Saiyan
No,
God
S tier
type
Sky.
transformation. Like, yeah, does Goku Black carry the transformation? Yes, but oh my god, it's just it's so
The
good.
aura.
Yeah,
The aura is easily the best.
I'm thinking something kind of like
Nope, S
this.
tier. Has to be
S tier. I don't
Literally the
know.
best.
I don't know. I think S tier
Or
is like
or at the very least, I would say top of A.
top of
Like, I
A.
know-
I feel top of A goes to this. S tier, I'm not sure. But
Well, it's definitely at least top of A if S tier is going to be like unanimous type.
Honestly,
deal.
I wouldn't put it above Broly.
yeah.
You know what?
I would
Fair.
not.
I
Some
may
of them both
be
up ass.
caught up in I may be caught up in just how cool it looks, but yeah.
Mhm.
But it definitely
Surprised, my
deserves A.
favorite.
Super Saiyan Blue Evolution.
I
Get
thought
it
it was
right here.
cool for the
Mid.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually gave Vegeta something.
It's
but
just it's the same thing as Super Vegeta. It's just
yeah, literally
Super
the same
Saiyan
thing.
Blue.
And bigger eyes.
It did
Yeah.
also feel kind of shoehorned in a tiny bit.
It
which is
was. They just wanted to give
unfortunate.
something to Vegeta fans.
But at least I appreciate it for what it is.
Mhm. Now,
Let's see.
same thing. This is not
Potential
really a
Unleashed.
transformation. I do not count this as a transformation. This is what Gohan's base was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not a transformation.
Is that
Yeah.
why you're playing it? Because I mean, Ultimate Gohan himself is high tier, but I think I understand what you mean there.
I'm thinking
Y'all can
For
say
what?
whatever for that
Oh.
one.
I don't like the way this
Maybe.
looks.
Yeah.
But
I
I
would
like
say maybe put it
The
in
beast
B.
within me is
B.
I'd- 'Cause
Yeah.
It's got the presence, but you know what I would complain about? It is
literally Super
it is
Saiyan
basically an improved, almost like his own Super Saiyan 2 redone. But okay, I might get flack for saying this because I like Super Saiyan 3 in spite of it, but I feel like his hair's a little too crazy.
Yeah. Also, I'm starting to think here for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, his hair. I'm not the big. If it was a lot smaller, I would think it would be pretty cool. But
Yeah, I feel like if they had made it more of just like even though this might sound a bit boring, if they had made it mainly basically a recolor like what Super Saiyan Blue was for Super Saiyan, but his would have been like a grayish white for his Super Saiyan 2. Like I feel like if it more looked like what he looked like in his typical Super Saiyan 2, like it might look a bit better.
yeah, and the whole thing is that it's a reference to the original color palette that was used for Super Saiyan because it was the limited colors for it before they ultimately settled on the gold and blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a good spot for it. Now this is just stupid. This is just him merging with the car, and then this is just him finally looking like the villain. Same thing with this. This is just
Yeah.
not good.
I think that's definitely fair.
Yeah.
I think as a villain, Baby is still a interesting villain. But yeah, in terms of the transformations, they're
Yeah, these aren't even
They're hit or miss.
transformations. Yeah, this is just him becoming more of himself. I don't know. This is more of
It's like he's morphing.
yeah. I mean, transformation you could call it that, but man, compared to everything else here, this is just so boring.
Bad.
Yeah, this isn't even a transformation, and neither is this, but this at least has some legs to stand on. This, no, none of these are great. This is just bad. This,
Tail B.
I'm
Is that
putting, I'm
Man,
Tails
thinking
I am
versus
B.
Broly.
Legendary
Yeah.
Super
Yes.
Saiyan?
And same thing here. This isn't Legendary Super Saiyan. This is full power Super
Power
Saiyan.
Super
It's
Saiyan.
legendary Super Saiyan.
It's just
I still think his transformation.
I
was
put S
incredible.
tier just how cool
I
it is.
think that his
yes, but that
I
would
think
be more like
I-
this.
I
That
think
would
I
be
would
fine
put
with
it-
me.
I think I would put full power, like Broly's full power Super Saiyan in C, because it was still epic, but
Better
it doesn't
than
have
Kale,
the
that's for
same
sure.
It doesn't
No,
have
well,
the
I
same
mean-
like intimidating presence as.
Well, I think that's
Mhm.
the thing though, because with Z Broly, that was his main thing was to be the terrifying demon that they're fighting. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
for the Superman, he was like a freaking deranged, mentally ill man. So I mean, it was incredible, but it wasn't menacing. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say at least C.
Now,
It's ready to come out.
What is this?
this is
another
Super
Kaioken?
Saiyan
Super
in Kaioken.
Kaioken.
So
What in the hell?
I'm thinking,
Yeah, you never even heard of it.
Forgot
That
that
was the movie
existed.
special.
yeah, I'm thinking here.
I feel like that might have.
It's the
been
same
part of
thing
the
as
inspiration
this.
for. Yeah, I feel like that.
Just not as cool.
Yeah, it's just not as cool. This is way cooler.
Hey, they got it. They got it right the second time.
Yeah,
For real.
Rage.
Super Saiyan Rage.
Shadow Legend. I thought that transformation was.
I thought it was-
okay.
I thought it was just
power
Super
of
Saiyan.
friendship.
I thought it was just Super
It-
Saiyan 2.
It would be
It did
so
feel
cool.
like they put it in there to give Trunks something for his arc. Kind
Yeah.
of like how Super Saiyan Evolution was to give Vegeta something during the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
And I mean, it's a cool transformation, but there's not really anything like I might get flack for saying this, but there's not really too much unique to it because initially he had the eyes like the rage-filled eyes like or I guess pupilless eyes that like Broly's Super Saiyan transformation had. And then I think at one point almost had godly looking ki, but like it wasn't god ki, it was
Yeah,
it's hard to explain.
it's just. It feels like they just wanted to say, hey, look, there's something special going on with Trunks. Except it's not really. So,
Now Ultra Ego. Ooh.
yeah,
I thought
I'm
it was
thinking
dope.
here.
It fits his character. It's a cool transformation. But is it a transformation or a technique?
I would put it here, but that would be the same argument as Ultra Instinct. I feel it's a
I feel like we need to see a bit more from Ultra Ego.
yeah.
We
So
just seen him taking L's as usual.
Yeah, for real.
Which is
Especially after
frustrating.
Frieza.
Vegeta deserves a win, damn it.
yeah.
I would argue that this last one deserves at least C because it was kind of I think meant to be like an interpretation of Super Saiyan 4
hmm
because it's supposed to be I think the reason his eyes go like that is because he taps into the power of Ozaru.
Yeah.
It literally is, yeah.
So I think it was almost like meant to be like pay homage to Ozaru and possibly Super Saiyan 4.
Personally, I thought it was really dope. It could have passed for B for me, just because we've never really seen that
I wouldn't
anywhere
mind
except
B,
in
actually.
GT. Like, I thought that it was, I guess, a subtle transformation, but I think it is a dope concept that would have been super mainstream if it was actually like a thing in the early Dragon Ball.
hmm
But
Yeah, it does feel like it came kind of late, huh?
Because I mean, he didn't have a tail, but he still had that primal,
The primal rage.
primal rage
Wasn't
essence.
like the whole thing with Legendary Super Saiyan is it was literally just the power of Great Ape, but without being the ape,
The Ozaru, yeah, pretty much.
which I feel like that kind of proves that it's Legendary Super Saiyan and not your weird full power Super Saiyan.
Yeah, so the
Not
thing
really,
was is that Broly was only supposed to have Super Saiyan in the script, but Toei said, "Hey, let's try and give something for the old Broly fans," and they just added this in. They're like, "Oh, look, it's just full power," even though it technically could have been like Berserk, but no, it's a separate thing. So
It's
why do
legendary.
either of these
Literally the same
exist
thing.
when this is here? I,
It's literally.
Sky's
like
getting a little frustrated.
dude, all
I
three
am
of these
too.
things are like the same thing. This is just the best version of it.
They could have just called it Legendary Super Saiyan.
They
For real,
couldn't,
bro. He could
because
have tapped into the.
the thing is that the
later
legendary
power.
Super Saiyan is technically this. This is just a movie canon thing that they tried to do.
He is the legendary. He's among the legendary Super Saiyans, Goku. But Broly is the.
Yeah, because that was his movie thing. But then when they add him, they're like, oh, he's just a regular guy, and then he gets Super Saiyan. But this guy was so cool, so let's make him like this. It's so this and this are supposed to
But
be
why
this.
is
But
why is
this
it green?
separate from these.
Because it's legendary.
Mom, I want Legendary Super Saiyan. No, Legendary Super Saiyan at home. Legendary
For
Super
real.
Saiyan at home.
For real, that's what this is.
Historically accurate.
I
But,
hate seeing freaking Rose and A, bro. But
it's
I'm super biased because it's literally my favorite form.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really good one. What also angers me is that the superhero, or not superhero, Super Dragon Ball Heroes stuff isn't here, because there's full power Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3 Rose, like Dark Janemba and stuff, like crazy different stuff. But
Universal Super Saiyan Blue.
oh yeah. So I think this
Isn't
is
that
where we'll
Goku's
call it.
transformation?
Yeah.
Ultra Instinct 3.
This is where I'm gonna
Part
call it.
3.
Alright.
Bye, guys.
See y'all in the next video.